Hello everybody, my name is Jacqueline, and in today's video I will be giving you my first impressions and demo on the Tom Ford Summer Soleil 2019 collection. But before we get started, please consider to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring that little notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. And also, you may follow me on my Instagram. I would love to see you there. Now, let's get started. Tom Ford has launched just a week ago the brand new Soleil collection for 2019 with a variety of products. And I actually had about different products. I had to go to different type of websites to get certain items because for some reason or another, one retailer didn't have certain products of the collection. I couldn't buy it from Tom Ford website. It was just kind of weird, and I don't live close to any big department store like Nordstrom. So my only choice is really to purchase online. So I have bought certain items from Beautylish, and other items from Sephora, and another items from Nordstrom. So I know it was all over the place and everything came on time, but it was just a little bit hard to shop for this collection, honestly, because again, certain items, they were just not available online. So let's just start with what I got. The first thing that I had purchased is the Tom Ford Soleil Glow Tone Up Foundation, and it has a broad spectrum of SPF 45 and it's a hydrating cushion. This foundation comes in 6 different shades. The shade range is just atrocious. I mean, I don't know, like with 6 shades only, it's kind of like, what? There's nothing for deeper skin tones, absolutely nothing. Everything looks a little bit more into the very light, sometimes some type of medium right there, but there's no undertones. Is just very limited on the selections. Now, the shade that I thought it was going to be my best match is the shade 2.0, which is Buff. Then the one before is way too light for my skin tone, and the one after it seemed to be a little bit too dark for my complexion. And unfortunately, they didn't have the actual compact. They only have the refill available on all these retailers. It was just like they were either sold out or just unavailable. So I got the one that is the refill cushion. The one that comes in the compact costs about, I think, $80 something. I will put the price somewhere here. It's $88, $87, and the actual refill costs $57. Now, this foundation is mineral oil free, paraben free, has been, it says that it's dermatologist tested, and it is supposed to give us a side to SPF 45 protection, to give us a dewy glow on our skin for a radiant, smooth, and natural look. And it has a complex of pearl powders, and that it will leave the skin as well hydrated with a radiant comfort. So that it really attracts me because during summertime and springtime, I really like to have a foundation that actually can give me a really nice glow, healthy looking skin that looks radiant and non-greasy but not matte either. Now, this collection also includes 2 new bronzers, and they're called the Glow Bronzer. I got it in the shade Gold Dust number 01. There is another one that is the 02 Terra. Now, when I open it up, it comes in this, the beautiful package from Tom Ford, and then inside it has this little bag that is kind of like it's a very soft, not really velvet, but you have the imprint right here that says Tom Ford. I don't know if you can see it there. The compact, as regularly, it's very, very pretty and luxurious. I love this white and gold compact. It has a mirror, and then there is the bronzer. She's a very, very pretty color. It has some gold dust to it, like a little bit of that gold sun kiss glow. Now these come in two different sizes. This one is a smaller size. It comes with 0.28 ounces, and then you can also get the larger size, which comes with 0.5 ounces. For the smaller size, the price was $70. And now I do have the Terra bronzer that it came out last year, and I have the big size. These, if you get in the new formula, it will be $112. But there is a different formulation for this specific bronzer. As you can tell, this is much larger size. Here is the 2019 bronzer, and here it is the Ultimate Bronzer in Terra 02, and this is the 01. When you open it up, you can tell it's just like so pretty, so big. And the Terra from the previous year is a matte finish, while the new one has that golden sheen to it. And the size difference is quite a big difference right here. I mean, we're talking about that you're getting double the size on this big pan. I really want to see how it works, the formulation in the Tom Ford Terra bronzer against one to the other, because this one is hard pressed and this one, it seems to be a little bit more powdery and softer. I also had to pick up this sheer cheek duo, and the shade is called Lissome, and this has two different blush colors. One that is more into the nude and with a peachy undertone, and then one that it has more of a pink undertone. Now this compact right here comes with 0.15 ounces of product, and I'm not sure if it's 0.15 per each of these, because if you compare to the bronzer, this one comes with 0.28 ounces, so it's almost 30. So I'm thinking that is maybe 15 and 15 ounces per each of them. And then the price on this duo blush is $82. What I was expecting on this one from the pictures is I thought that the top color, more than just to be a nude and peachy undertone, that it will have a little bit of a sheen, so it could act up as a blush topper, but it's not. It's mostly a blush, just like a regular blush. In this collection, Tom Ford came out also with 3 liquid eyeshadows. They are metal eyeshadows, and they look and this one looks alike to a Stila liquid eyeshadow. There you go. This is the one right here. It's very pretty. The packaging, I mean, it's just beautiful. I got it in the color Violet Argente. And again, it comes in 3 colors. Now, when it said violet, I thought it was gonna have kind of like a lilac color, but it was obvious from the pictures that there's no lilac in here. And this one, it actually has a golden and peachy undertone, a bronze undertone that is so, so beautiful. These metal eyeshadows, they retail for $46 each. Last but not least, the collection also comes with 4 different type of lip color sheers at $55 each. And I actually got it in the color Caricu. Caricu is the shade number 10. The white packaging, very luxurious, usual of Tom Ford right there. And this color right here is very pretty. It's more like a coral color. I hope you can see it right there. It's kind of like a coral color. I really grabbed my attention. There were other items that I was interested in grabbing, but not so sure. I think the only item that I was like doubting to get it is a 24K lip blush, and that costs $55. This lip blush, it basically has, it looks clear with some gold flakes, but it changes with the temperature of your lips. So I find that kind of gimmicky, but at the same time interesting. So I don't know, I maybe pick it up later on and see if I like the formulation. Now let's start with the application. I just had prepared my skin with simple moisturizer, SPF, and that's it. I'm not going to use any primer. When you open up these refillable compact, you will see it says Tom Ford right here. So I'm just going to just peel it off. And there's some foundation right here on this little paper too. And in the box comes a little cushion. It's kind of like a sponge, and it comes in this little cushion right here. Tom Ford right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying. So the color, it seems to be a good color match for me. Unfortunately, like I said, the color, the amount of tones in this collection is really like, why only 6 shades? I don't know. It's just, it seems a little bit odd to me. I usually use a beauty blender, but you know what? I wanted to have fun and kind of use this little sponge and see how well it will apply the product. I honestly do not like this applicator. It just doesn't help. So I'm just gonna grab my beauty blender. Now the color is a dash lighter than my skin tone, but not that bad. It definitely has a radiant finish, like very, very, very radiant. But it looks kind of weird. I mean, I think you can see it in camera. It's very, very light for my skin tone. And I thought buff was gonna be the one, but you can tell in camera. Like it's a couple tones too light for my skin tone. But it's glowy, it's dewy, so I give that to the foundation. I'm gonna be using just a NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard. So about the foundation right now, it hasn't settled my fine lines. It seems like it's drying a little, but it still shows that dewiness in it. Just unfortunately that the shade is not there what I need to. I'm gonna be setting my under eyes with my favorite Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder. Keep a little bit of the dewy finish of this foundation, but I'm just gonna modify it a little bit, like on the nose, on the middle of my forehead, and then a little bit on the side of my cheeks, just to see how well the bronzer will apply on my skin, and a little bit on my chin, because it's very, very radiant. It's very, very dewy. Next, I'm gonna go with the bronzer. It says that it's a silky and hydrating bronzer that creates a lit from within glow. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Sonia G Sculpting 2 brush, and I'm just gonna tap it in a little bit more powdery, because the other bronzer, the Terra bronzer, is very hard pressed. It's baked so hard that you really need like a very scratchy or like undyed gold hair type of brush in order to pick up the Terra bronzer. But this bronzer, it seems that it's powdery, because as soon as I tap it, I can see a little bit of the product on the brush, but I can see already on the golden part just a little bit of kick up. Oh, yeah, there you go. There it is. You can see the biggest stripe. Has gold particles, but they are just so tiny that actually they are just reflecting with the light of the camera, but you know, from the lights of the studio, but actually it doesn't show any shimmer on the skin, and it's blending so well. bronzer is just beautiful. It has this beautiful glow, and right now the foundation is looking a lot better. I mean, after I bronze up, it's settling so well. It's not going into my fine lines. You know, maybe this foundation is more for that no makeup days. So maybe just a very light layer will do. I don't think you can build it up, because I think I went too hard with the second time I went in with a beauty blender and you pick up too much product. So I think you just have to go with a light layer on the foundation, but it's so, so pretty. Okay, the bronzer is just beautiful, and it's not big as the first bronzer, which it's just, this one is just so hard. You can dig in with this brush and it will not pick up a thing. Let me just give you a swatch right here. So this is the new bronzer in Gold Dust. And you can see I passed my finger, and I don't know if you can see how the powder is just like so softly pressed. So you just have to be careful when you go with a powder, but there you go. That's this bronzer here. And then let me just show you the Terra bronzer in the ultimate bronzer Terra in 2. And as you can tell, I mean, it feels creamy, but it's just very hard to pick up. So there you go. The new bronzer, it has a golden tint to it, and it's a little bit deeper. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the blush, and it says this blush right here says that the cheeks can go both ways with 2 shades of luminous skin enhancing colors. Oh my gosh. That was a mouthful right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. My favorite brush to apply any type of blush, it is this Lancome. And I'm gonna use the pinky color right here. And it seems like it's a baked formula, but the brush is not as stiff, it's soft, but it's picking up nicely the product. So again, just going with the more pinky tone. It's a beautiful pink color, and again, it doesn't have any golden particles, but it has a sheen to it, so that means it doesn't go matte at all. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Wayne Goss 10 brush. I'm gonna go with this nude blush. So far it's very pretty, and they are very easy to apply. Since this collection didn't came out with an eyeshadow palette or some single eyeshadows, I think I'm gonna use this, I'm just gonna use the bronzer on my eyelids. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Wayne Goss number 4 brush, and just gonna pick up a little, oh yeah. Okay, so this for me, this is a squirrel type of brush, and this picks up very little amount of product. As soon as I hit the pan, it went really powdery, and you can tell the brush has a lot of the bronzer. So be careful using this bronzer. Use the right type of brush that is delicate, is soft, that it doesn't pick up too much product, because otherwise you're gonna have a powdery mess. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use the bronzer. Yeah, this is the number, this Wayne Goss number 4 brush. It is actually the softest brush I think that I have in my collection. It's made out of blue squirrel. To pick up that much is because the powder hasn't been pressed. So Tom Ford has heard, you know, a little bit of the complaints on the Terra bronzer, the ultimate one, that it was too hard pressed, but this one could be a little bit powdery, so be careful when you get your brush into the bronzer. Next I'm going to be applying this Aqua Metal shadow. The shade is Violet Argente. It has a long doe foot applicator. Let me swatch it for you right here. with this very beautiful rose gold shade. Actually, oh, it's so pretty, and it has some peach. I actually really like this color. I'm so excited to put on my lids. Ooh, it's so pretty. Yeah, this is not like the steel eyeshadows. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and I'm just gonna diffuse a little bit the edges of this shadow because it actually dries fairly quick. I will suggest you to just do one eye at a time. There you go. It's a very pretty shade right there. Very pretty. Okay. I think I'm gonna deepen out a little bit more my base with the bronzer. Just gonna get this IT Cosmetics brush right here, and I'm gonna go with a bronzer, but I'm gonna just tap it ever so gentle because, like I said, this is so powdery. You don't want to have it all over, and I'm just gonna apply it on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of this liquid eyeshadow with this JH42 brush, and I'm gonna see if I can apply it on my inner corner. I actually really like it. It looks very pretty. It opened the eye. I enjoy it. This collection also came with a mascara, but I wasn't interested to grab one. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I'm gonna line up my lips with this Kylie Cosmetics. It's called Christmas, and it was part of her Christmas collection. It's a lip liner, and it has kind of like a coral undertone. Now I'm gonna be applying the lip color here in the shade Caricou. And I know this collection came with 4 different shades. Has a peach coral undertone to it. This lipstick actually has vitamin C, vitamin E, and shea butter, so it's very nourishing, and you can feel it's very creamy. So I don't know about how long lasting it will be because they will obviously not dry matte at all. It's just a sheer and, you know, very soft effect. So I think I'm just gonna add maybe some lashes to this look. Let me just give you a little bit of my thoughts on this collection. In regards to foundation, it is indeed a glow foundation. Now it says I have SPF 45, which I appreciate, but this is a very glowy foundation. It gives you this dewy look. It doesn't go away. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It's a very pretty look, but you will have to go with a light application. I tried to build it just a little bit more with my beauty blender. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I was applying it with actually the sponge that it comes with the compact, and then I tried to build a little bit more with this beauty blender. When you build it up more, it looks kind of weird. It starts to kind of grabbing on the pores and doesn't look quite okay. I was able to make it work just by applying a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. just in very, in certain areas, like around my nose, right here on my forehead, on my chin, and a little bit on the side of my cheeks. And that kind of helped the foundation a little. But otherwise, I really, really enjoy this foundation. I'm gonna try to pick up the next shade up and see what's the difference there. It may be a little bit better because this was a little bit too light for my skin undertone. And it, like I said, is wearing really, really well. Products are applying nicely on top of this foundation. Now, next thing about the bronzer. I think the bronzer is beautiful. It blends like a dream. It does blend like a dream. It's not too orange. It has this beautiful golden sheen to it that is not sparkles. I mean, under my lights, under the lights of, of the studio lights, you can tell there is a little bit of sparkles, but they're just so finely milled that they are almost unnoticeable. So when you blend that, it just blends beautifully. Now, once again, don't go with a harsh type of brush. You're gonna need to go with a very, very soft brush. I will suggest, I use this Sonia G Sculpt 2 brush. This is a good one. You can also go with one that has like a squirrel hair, but it has to be a very soft brush. Otherwise, the powder, the bronzer is completely different formulation from the Ultimate Bronzer, which is big and it's hard. It's just opposite poles, completely opposite poles. Negative, positive, I mean, they're just one end of the spectrum each side. So you just have to be careful with this powder. I don't know if I will feel safe to travel with this bronzer because of how soft it is pressed on the compact. So watch out for that. As far as the Sheer Chic Duo, I really enjoy it. It gave me this really fresh spring summer look, that glowy skin. I mean, you can tell it's just so pretty. The powders apply nicely. Now, different from the bronzer, these are harder press, okay? That means that you will have to go with a little bit of a harder type of brush. You can use, I think I use this, no, I use my Lancome, that it doesn't have a number, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you can go with these Wayne Goss number 10 and Dye Goat hair will pick up really nice the product. Now, like the only sad part is I wish this top color, which is a beautiful neutral undertone, neutral blush, I wish it was a taupe, so that way you can use it a little bit as of a highlight, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me give you a little bit of a swatch right here. So I'm just gonna go with this pinky and then with the nude or two. So that's the pink tone and this is the neutral one. So there you go. Those are the two colors. Very pretty. They go light. You can build on them. Actually, the nude on top, it has a little bit of a coral undertone, very slight, so it's very natural. Now, as far as this metal liquid eyeshadow, I think it's beautiful. You can tell right here, it gave me such a beautiful sheen on my eyelid. It applied very soft, it's not clumpy, it doesn't ball up. It's just a very beautiful formula. I think I'm gonna compare it to this Stila Kitten. It's called Shimmer and Glow eyeshadow. Let me just put it side by side. And this is again in the shade Kitten. No, they are different colors. Kitten, it has that golden, rose undertone, but it's more into the gold. This one is the Tom Ford. This one right here has more of that rose gold. I'm gonna see if maybe this rose gold retro by Stila is a glitter and glow. Now this has glitter in it, but let's see if this shade right here will compare. Oh, now yes, this compares a lot to. Okay, so I just put it up top here. This is the Stila one. This one right here is the Tom Ford, the one in the middle. So you can tell that the color is very similar. Now these, the Stila one, it's a glitter one, so it has glitter particles. But other than that, the colors are very similar. So for me, do you have to go run and buy this metal liquid eyeshadow? There's other options in the market. So you may be able to dupe this right here, but in terms of formula and application, I really enjoyed it. It was so easy to apply, thin formula, not to think. It dries a little bit fast, so work one eye at a time, that's for sure. But I really like it. I mean, if you want to splurge, you can go ahead and say yes. Otherwise, maybe dig into see if maybe like this Stila right here could work. Now look at it a little bit. When they are drying out, the one from Tom Ford has more of a peach in it than the one from Stila. But other than that, they are just so similar, so similar. You can tell right there, it seems like it's one swatch. As far as the lipstick, this sheer lipstick, it's a beautiful coral color. The one that I got is Kariku, is very soothing to the lips. It has this hydrating, soft formula. So obviously you will have to, you know, keep it on your purse, reapply, because it's not matte. It doesn't have any same powder. I really love the tone. This coral shade, I mean, it goes with the color of the year, and it's just so pretty. I'm honestly very pleased with this collection. Obviously, I'm not pleased with the high price, but we know Tom Ford, right? Don't we? I think the only items that I would like to grab from this collection that I'm missing, I will maybe grab, like I said, another compact of the foundation. It comes with a primer, but I think I will definitely skip the primer because otherwise it would be too much on my skin. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. This is the only way that I will know whether I should be doing these type of videos and reviews. Your comments are so important to my channel and so much appreciated. I really appreciate your time. And until the next time, you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.